This episode of the Date Podcast is sponsored by Bopsy. Meet up to 6 people over mobile video. It's video speed dating. Download Bopsy in the Google Play Store or iTunes. Check out bopsy.com.
We know you love us, but the information on our podcast is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. I understand I'm both an LPC and an LMFT. However, this is not intended as a substitute for professional services of any kind. If you or anyone you know needs professional help, please seek mental health services. Hi, this is Emma.
And Zorric.
Host of the Date Podcast. We're so excited to do another show for you.
Yeah.
So, Zorric, do you ever look up people that you could possibly be dating on social media?
As much as I want to say no, that would be a lie. So yes, I do. It happens.
That's funny because I like to do it mostly for my friends. I try to stay away from it for myself.
You've never done it before.
I'm not saying I've never done it before. I'm just saying I mostly do it for my friends because I always hate myself when I do it.
I know.
So, da, 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 da. How do you prevent yourself from hating yourself after stalking someone?
I don't know. Figure that out.
So,
okay, but first, we like to ask for your help. We're a brand new podcast available on iTunes and Google Play. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Hopefully a good review, a great review. Also, tell your friends about the podcast. We appreciate the feedback and support. If you have any questions, comments, or show topics you'd like for us to discuss, you can drop us a note at hello@datepodcast.com or on @datepodcast on Instagram and Twitter. And now for the fun stuff.
woo!
Yeah, so what do we got, Emma?
Okay, I have World Cup fever.
And back to you.
Oh!
Okay, go ahead.
Zorric enjoys his noises too much. I swear.
It's so fun. All right.
But yeah, World Cup fever. And I have not been watching it as much as I wanted to lately because of work. Ugh,
Yeah.
work.
What do they play during the day?
Because it's summer. And most of the time, they are in other countries.
Yeah.
So, there's a 7-hour difference.
Uh-huh.
So, technically, they're playing at night.
Yeah.
But they're playing in the day here.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What time is it in Russia?
I
Hey,
don't
Echo.
know.
What time is it in Russia?
There are 9 time zones in Russia. The time ranges between
Oh my
4 a.m. and 12 p.m. on Tuesday. And the time in the capital, Moscow, is 4 a.m. on Tuesday.
So, it's Tuesday. Okay, so how many... Hey, Echo, how many hours is Russia ahead than Dallas?
I'm not sure.
I was trying to think of the question. Hey, Echo, how many hours is Russia? I don't know how.
Echo, how many hours ahead is Russia?
Russia ranges between 8 hours ahead of and 16 hours ahead of Dallas, Texas.
Let's do the capital versus Dallas.
For everyone out there, we have a third audience member, not audience, host. Which is
I don't
Echo.
know that one.
And she keeps talking. Echo, what time is it in Moscow?
The time in Moscow is 4:01 a.m. on Tuesday.
Emma's counting her fingers.
So it's 8 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we going with this?
Why the games are the way that they are. So they're 8 hours ahead. So if we're seeing a game at 9 in the morning, that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon there.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for that reason.
Yeah, it sucks because whenever we're winding down and we get off work, I want to watch the World Cup, but it's a replay.
You can. In Spanish channels, you can. Yeah, it's a replay. But
yeah, but I want it live. It's
that's
not the
true.
same thing.
It's not. So I've been using my little app, and it's keeping me updated. So, it's been amazing. Over the weekend, Uruguay, Portugal played. France, Argentina played. Belgium, No, Belgium and Japan didn't play. Who else? Oh, Croatia and Denmark played.
Yeah.
That was a good
That was
game.
the extra. They did the penalty kicks, right?
So did Spain and Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so sad. I cried a little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were on their heels the whole time, and they pulled it out.
I was really mad at the goalie for Spain. I don't even care to know his name because he's not worthy of me to know.
He's dead to you.
He is.
Sad story.
Shame. Anyways, so it's really exciting to see. I'm excited for this weekend to see the quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm. Belgium.
Is there anyone that? Yeah. Well,
Brazil.
Right? And then we don't know who's going to play in the last quarterfinal because there's 2 games left: Sweden and Switzerland, and Colombia and England.
Oh, England.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know. It's so crazy that like both Mexico and Portugal are out because The Simpsons like had an episode where they like claimed that Mexico and Portugal were going to go in the World Cup against each other.
Yeah.
And they've been like guessing a lot of things lately, I guess. So that's debunked.
Oh, so
Right?
they don't know everything.
No, they don't know everything.
Mm-mm.
So,
What do we have today, Emma?
you know, I've been posting how much I love games on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I haven't.
What kind
I
of games do you
haven't.
like?
Well, like the World Cup. You know,
Yeah.
I actually haven't because sometimes I take a little break from social media, and I think that's okay.
It's so hard to take a break from social media.
It is
because
really
it's like,
hard.
It's the norm, and it's a habit. I just check it every morning.
Right.
When I'm at lunch, what's going on Instagram?
Right.
So
Yeah.
can't stop. Won't stop.
I don't think it's helpful when you're starting to date people though. Like I really do hate the fact that like a lot of these apps have your Instagram and Spotify or your Twitter linked to your accounts. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't add mine for that reason because I don't want people to stalk me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the whole big thing with data privacy and Facebook and all that. Mm-hmm. And everyone's kind of shying away from Facebook, but their stock's been up like through the roof. So I think
They're still doing something.
yeah, people care, but I don't know. Like I don't care. Like I'm like, if you can take my data and give me better search results, then by all means take my data.
See, I'm totally the opposite.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh.
So this article is written by Hope Carter from uprocks.com. And the title is Rules for Navigating the Dating World in the Age of Social Media. And so she has a lot of good points. And so like her first point is like be filter aware. We do use a lot of filters nowadays. I mean, even your iPhone has filters that you can use.
Yeah, and that's why I take such great iPhone photos because of the portrait mode, and there's so many filters. But
yes.
But this is a big dating issue because when you go on every app, whether it's Tinder, Facebook, or Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, there's at least 2 or 3 filtered photos. But do you see that from the men's perspective? Like for the men that you see on Bumble and Tinder, do they have a lot of filters or?
I don't think I've noticed that. I don't know. Maybe I'm also desensitized to it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You see it all the time.
Are they airbrushing things? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Which is, the only issue for me is like if the filter changes you so much that you're kind of unrecognizable in person, that's an issue.
I've met somebody like that.
No.
Yeah, like the photo was from the side, and then the other photos were from far away, but they were really filtered and they looked very attractive. And then it just it wasn't as advertised. It was a different.
Oh no.
Like I could tell that it was their person.
Did you think you were getting like
catfished?
Yeah.
No, it was just me being ridiculous and just going along with it. And just maybe she does look good. And then she didn't look that good.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Some people are just naturally photogenic though.
Yeah. Yeah. Like your favorite family, the Kardashians.
No, they Photoshop. They're not actually photogenic.
They're not? Okay.
No, they're not.
What I like in this paragraph, it says here that the only problem is that no one can tell what anyone looks like in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone is like filtering everything.
Yeah. I mean, even makeup nowadays, like makeup tutorial, like how many layers of makeup a girl's putting on now?
Yeah.
And I am like, foundation, blush, maybe bronzer, we're calling it a day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any of the extra. I probably might put a little concealer if I didn't sleep the night before, but we're good.
What
like,
happened to those eyelashes you put on? No more eyelashes?
Those accentuate my eyes, jerk.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you put those on.
No.
No?
Like, I don't have them on right now.
No.
These are my natural lashes.
All
That's why you're not attracted to my eyes.
Wait, hey. You have nice eyes, by the way.
Thank you. Obviously, the next one is digital stalking. It's creepy but expected. Yikes. So for me, I will share, like, I had to stop following someone that I was dating on social media because I started like stalking their comments.
Worse
and started seeing like who liked his post. So I had to stop and I had to unfollow this person, and I had to let this person know, like, I have to do this for my sanity. Like, I started becoming a creeper and it wasn't good.
No.
And it made me like very like envious, and the green of me came out. So I'm doing this for our relationship. I'm like, because I can't handle it. Like, I know these are your friends and you probably don't know them in real life or whatever. I don't know. But I'm like, I couldn't do it.
But how long were you dating this person?
Like 5-6 months.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's about right as far as adding this person to your Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. But I recommend not following until it's exclusive. You guys were exclusive, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's just maybe because you want him to spend time with you, like me.
Maybe.
Was that the thing?
Yeah, but it was so funny because, well, I mean, and it's not the first time that this happened. Like, this is kind of a pattern that I see. Like, but there's been times when I don't care and I still care about the relationship, but I don't know why. Like, there's been a few times when I do care, and when I do care, I'm just like, I can't let this go.
Oh.
I don't know what happens to my brain. It just does. But I can say, like, my pattern has been, like, there's times where I just don't care about, like, who's liking their stuff on social media.
But what was he posting? Like, just going out with his buddies or something?
Yeah, or just kind of like dumb questions, you know, like where you do polls and stuff. Anyway, so I don't know, like but I just got into my head about it.
What is polls?
Like polls, like
stripper polls?
No, like questions, like.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I can't. I need a sound effect for any time that Zorric like makes my eye roll.
I don't.
Eye roll sound effect. there it is. Eye roll sound effect.
Okay, so no stripper pole.
No stripper pole.
Okay, but my take would be you have to accept that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that's his life.
Yeah, I get that 100%. I do. But right now, like, I have to manage my crazy, and so in order for me to manage my crazy, like, I can't.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss, right?
Right now, yeah. The other point that she makes, which I really think is, so to me it's beautiful. I mean, that might not be the word some of y'all use, but I will. That a lot of it, like, they could be completely perfect for us, but like their online personality sucks. And a lot of like our online personalities do suck. Like, let's just admit to that.
Do you think people act different? First, let's start with this question. Do you think people act differently online than they do in person?
Yeah.
And why?
Because it's online.
It's safe, right? That's
it's
my
safer.
theory.
Yeah. And so you know, sometimes like you make up your mind about this person, you know, before you end up in a relationship, and it could be that in reality, you could make such a great couple and you would be wonderful together, but you're allowing the online persona to take over and make you not like them before it even begins. So You
Yeah.
know? Like, especially like politics right now is such a big, like hot topic.
Oh, yeah.
And so like, if you have political differences, like you probably could compromise, you know, you could probably hit like a middle ground, but because both of you are just like, or, you know, if you're the person just kind of stalking, you're just like, no, I don't want to be with this person at all because they don't fit my lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you're setting yourself up for failure in that way.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think also when you stalk somebody, you go deep. You go deep into their history.
Yeah.
And I think also sometimes you go deep into their history, but they've changed, or they're a different person now.
Yes.
And maybe at first you didn't like how they were 2 years ago, but they've actually made a change or about face with what they support and what they say online. So their online persona is not the end all be all, and people can change.
Right. Yeah, they can. She talks also about like the dangers of the X factor. So, so here's one that I don't do because this is not something I do. So she has a line about, however, your ex can be all in you and your new boo's business, even if you block him or her by creating a fake account or looking on a mutual friend account.
That's too much work, buying a fake account.
That is too much work.
Oh my gosh. What's this person doing?
There's a lot of people that will add people they don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do that crap. No.
I know if there's...
And not on my Facebook.
Yeah, because Facebook is more personal.
Yeah.
I think. But if someone is super attractive and trying to add me, I know it's one of those fake...
God.
It's one of those fake spam bots. And I get skeptical because it says, just joined Facebook in 2017. Who joins Facebook in 2017?
My grandma.
Your grandma. Or someone trying to scam people, okay?
Yeah.
So beware of that.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, this takes a lot of work, but it's still possible, you know, which just is a bummer because then like the other person just can't move on and then you kind of can't move on either.
So do you follow your exes?
I'm trying to look back on my list of exes that I probably do have. I don't think I have anyone.
And I think that's good. I don't follow. I don't. I delete all the pictures on my phone and
which
on
we'll get into
Facebook.
that later.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can talk about it now.
No, but it's just the fact that, yeah, I try to scrub everything from my life, at least the past. Try to.
Yep.
All right.
And then the comment section again. This kind of just like goes back to like the digital stalking too. Like it kind of, you know, blends in. Like you or your significant other can just become suspicious for no reason. Like, oh, this person commented on, okay, so like for me, like, oh, he commented on her profile. Oh, what does that mean? Or she commented on his profile.
That's the problem. Like we think too much.
Right, we do. And so it's kind of like, just let it be.
Yeah, and what's funny is she also mentions social sex. When someone's coming on somebody else's profile or photo or something.
That's not one I heard before, so
that's a new one.
It is a new one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna contact some of my friends and be like, hey, have y'all heard of this term? Can y'all?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Emma. So a friend of mine is newly in a relationship.
Okay.
And her boyfriend or exclusive man is always on Facebook or Instagram posting things.
Okay.
Her question to me was, should she always like every photo or every post? And should she comment, or should she do both or neither? What do you think? Because she was stressing about it. I was like, what do you think?
No.
Neither?
I don't think.
Should you like?
No, yeah. I don't think you should like it at least. Like if like you miss it, you miss it. Like it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
I don't like all of your stuff and like we're close friends. Like I don't do that with my sister either. Like I don't like everything that she posts, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think what she was trying to get at is she wanted to look like she was supportive.
No.
And then she was also asking me to help craft a message on the post. I think it was like some graduation or something like that. But there were other questions too.
Okay, right. So, but like, okay.
Okay. Tell me.
so I get it that like social media is there, and I get it that like we want to celebrate birthdays and like big moments like graduations online. I get that. However, like social media like means nothing to me.
Yeah, because you're not always on it, number one.
Right. And like for me, it's more meaningful to get a text message or a card from someone. Like, I appreciate the Facebook posts, and I thank everyone for like wishing me happy birthday, because Facebook probably reminded you. So thank you for like taking your time and doing that. I'm not dismissing that you're doing it. Maybe a little. And
you don't want.
But it's not the end of the world for me if you don't tell me happy birthday.
Yeah.
If you're not a close friend. Like, if you're one of my best friends, you're most likely going to text me, which is what my family and friends do.
Yeah. And then also, you don't want to feel obligated to...
Right.
Once you start the whole train, you feel obligated to always like everything.
I wish y'all could see my face right now.
Emma's like, no. But that was a question I got from a friend, and I hope we solved that.
I hope we answered it. No, you don't. You're not obligated, person who's a friend. You're not obligated to do it. It's okay. Like, you don't have to like create this big gesture online. Do it offline. It's more meaningful.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen if y'all if you unfortunately y'all break up? Like, what's gonna happen then? Like, it's going to pop up on your memories. You're going to resent everything about it. Like, why?
Well, that's when you delete the friend. Get rid of that person.
Even if you delete the friend, I still get reminders of, look at you hanging out with this person you used to be friends with. Oh. And I am like, delete the post.
Maybe they were tagged. Maybe you have to like delete the tag and then delete the post and delete. So
they were tagged. They don't have a Facebook account anymore. But it still pops up.
Oh.
So I'll go in there and delete stuff.
Yeah, it's a memory.
It's a memory I want to forget.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we solved that for you.
I hope that was helpful.
I guess my take is,
if it wasn't, you can message me.
Yeah, I think if you see it and you feel like doing it, then do it. Otherwise, don't feel obligated to do it.
Right.
That's the key for me. Don't be obligated.
Who's telling you have to do it? No one. Yourself.
Nobody. I mean, I think also just one last point is it's early in the relationship. So she's trying to, again, I think I said this, be supportive and this and that. Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You're going to regret it later.
Gotcha.
The other thing is, like, if you do go on a date with someone.
Yes.
And being on your phone.
Oh, I hate that.
Is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are not that busy. You don't need to be distracted. You need to be enjoying the company. Even if it's a bad date.
Yeah.
Kind of put up with it for a little bit. Like, like, be cordial about it. Right?
Yeah. Like most of my dates.
Yeah.
Bad.
Zorric still pays for everything.
I do.
He still opens the door.
I do.
He will walk you to your car if you allow him.
Grab that handle.
He will give you a hug if you say it's okay. He's the real MVP here.
I am. I'm glad we've established that today. I feel much better about myself. Yeah, so I say getting off your phone is great. It also gets you off social media.
Yep.
There's a really cool book called 4 Hour Work Week. Have you heard that book?
No.
But it kind of tells you...
I want to have a 4-hour work week.
He's like an entrepreneur, but he talks about checking your email less, like only checking it in the morning and at noon.
Ooh.
And then everything else can wait. But we, as a society, I mean, I'm talking to myself. I need to get off my phone more.
Yep.
So I think if you get off your phone more, you're less likely to get on social media and stalk your... whoever you're dating.
Yeah, and then you can do something fun and meaningful.
Yeah.
Like, I can finally finish that Harry Potter sweater I started last year that I haven't finished.
Yeah.
And start a new one.
Okay.
By the way, do you want me to knit you a sweater this year?
You know what? You should knit some for my dogs because it's easier. No.
No.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll find someone else.
Okay.
And if you are a couple, which I find this couple so annoying. I actually know someone who is this couple, and they're so annoying because I feel like it's all. Yeah, you know this couple. I feel like it's all for the internet. And yeah, like the couple that posts about like everything they're doing together every time they hang out, how much they love each other. And again, I'm just like more of a believer like things should stay private. Like if you look at my social media accounts, you probably can't tell when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, I think I would post if I was married. I'd post like as a couple or with kids, but now in the FOMO days and the how relationships are so short right now, 3 months, whatever the statistic is. Statistic. I can't talk today. Can we say statistic? Statistic. Echo. What is the definition of statistic?
Statistic is usually defined as a datum that can be represented numerically.
I just felt like doing that. But yeah, so 3 months.
She even corrected how you said dang it!
Statistic.
I had to take it twice because I failed it the first time and almost failed the second time.
I hate that class. But I also think that people who post too much, couples that post too much, it's kind of showing off their lives,
right?
And the happiness. But do you think they're not happy?
I know this couple's not really happy.
Okay, they're showing the world, but
they're
in
showing
reality,
the world one face, yeah. And like I know one of the people in the relationship because I've known her for a while. Like, she's very like appearance based, and I get it. Like I am too, but at the same time, like I know when not to post something.
Yeah. So when is it appropriate to post?
We've had this. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Maybe you and I have just had it personally, but I feel like when it's established, like it's okay, but not like this.
Wait, what does established means? Like, what
I
does that
think
mean?
it's like I'm gonna say like 4 months of y'all being like exclusive. You're not dating anyone else, and you're posting things because like this person has genuinely become a part of your life instead of like you wanting to show them off.
Yeah. I think men, we probably will do that. We want to show our woman off. And so I believe we'll post more before you will post. Just because of the fact that, we're in a relationship, we're showing off our woman and we're proud of a woman. But then of course there are some men that aren't proud of their women. So there's two halves.
Yeah. But I usually have that conversation with people when I start dating them of like, okay, so social media, I'm not a fan of posting these things. Where do you stand on it? Because I want to know so that I don't want to be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be surprised either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, Francesca Hoagie? I hope I said that correctly. From the Huffington Post wrote, for social media rules to simplify your love life.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Because you remember back in the day, did you ever get like a letter from a girl that like she folded it like either into like a little heart or like a little envelope
or a star?
Oh, I never got the star.
I got that. Yeah.
Dang, she must have liked you,
Yeah,
son.
it took her a long time to make that.
I bet.
And I gave it to her back, the star.
Oh, because you didn't like her?
No, I liked her, but
okay.
I made my own star in my.
Oh, you made your own star. Got it.
Yeah, reciprocate, right?
Right, and so, like nowadays, you might be able to escape from the person if it doesn't work out, but most of the time, like you might meet them, especially if you're friends on social media, which is why it's not helpful to be friending people very quickly.
But what if you're a friend of a friend? So let's say your friend knows the guy you're dating, and your friend is tagging your new beau, your new partner, and you see it all the time. What are you going to do?
I have done this. I've hidden the friend.
You're serious?
I'm not joking.
Oh my
God. It's that same person I was talking about earlier that has stopped following them on social media.
We need this person on the show.
We have a few friends in common, and I had to hide. Like some of the friends like don't post that much, but there's this one friend in common that like likes to like overshare and overpost, and I had to hide him.
Oh my gosh.
Because again, like I started creeping and I was like, I can't, I'm stressing out about nothing here.
Why don't you just not creep?
No, this friend constantly posts,
you just
and
could
for
not get
the
away from it.
algorithm, you know, because they're always posting, it's always popping up. So my solution was, okay, I'm gonna hide you because that's like taking you away. I'm not defriending you. I'm just gonna hide you.
Did you tell your friend you did that?
Not the mutual friend. I told the guy I was dating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's aware.
Aware.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, I'm trying to control my crazy.
Yeah, it drives you insane.
It does.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to be like an effective dater, and this is all like warning signs right now. And I'm like, I know what I need to do. So can you be patient with me about this? And he was.
Yeah, I think you have more. I think it's going to happen
I'm
in the
self-aware.
earlier. Yeah, but in the early stages of your relationship, I think it happens more because maybe the trust isn't there yet.
Right.
And you haven't built that foundation, and maybe a year out you won't be doing that. Right. It's totally different.
Right. So if it had been more established, I think, I would feel more comfortable, but it wasn't. It was at the very beginning stages of the relationship. And why am I going to put myself to that pressure? It's only going to make me not want to be with him. And that wasn't fair.
But you liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you were stalking him, and that's all that.
And that's why I knew.
That's why.
I am self-aware.
Gotcha.
So if anything, out of my flaws comes a strength out there. So just remember, boys, I am single.
Oh, yeah. She's single and ready to mingle. All right.
So her first rule is no friending, no following.
I
which
agree.
is what we've been talking about. Again, she even says here, ask yourself, how much time, mental and emotional energy have you spent perusing a person's social media timeline way back to when they first joined Facebook back in 2008?
Ooh.
And how much anxiety has that habit caused you? How many times have you agonized over what a like meant, or whether he was sleeping with that woman who was regularly commuting with via Facebook comments?
I think when Facebook was really popular, I was dating somebody, and she would ask me, who's commenting? Who's this? Who's your friend here? Who's that friend? Mm-hmm. Even new people that I date, they ask, who's this? Who's that? So it's just a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. Mm-hmm. So do not follow early on. That's the rule for Date Podcast. Number one rule here, I think. Agree, Emma?
Yes.
No following early on.
We're going to create a rule book now.
Okay, chapter 1, do not follow anyone you're dating.
No, it's true. Not until the relationship established, because I get it. You want to show off ooh, world, I'm so happy in a relationship with someone that cares about me, but we're not in love yet, but we're infatuated, so it feels like love. It's not love. You have rose-colored glasses on. Mm-hmm. No.
Did you hear this stat about divorces and how Facebook is more and more so one of the reasons why people get divorced? Because they find out they're cheating and all that. We should look that up.
No.
Yeah,
what?
But the social media, it's good and bad. We can receive news and data at a blink of an eye, and we can also see someone cheating and all that. So
I'm ready for the days to go back to flip phones.
Flip phones and no social media.
Yeah, I want a Nokia phone again.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. We've also been talking about the second rule, so no cyber stalking. I mean, for realsies, it's not helpful for us.
Yeah.
And I think that it also takes away so if you're matching with someone online, right? So this is the beginning of a possible relationship. So you're just going on a first date and you cyber stalk them and you find out things that could organically come in the conversation. How are you going to react when they're talking about it?
They should not bring it up, first of all. I'm a professional at looking people up before the first date because I have met people who were married.
Oh.
Yeah, I just do a quick Google search on somebody, and you can find out, information like that. She was married. And I also had someone that did a background check on me before the first date. She found out she has this service. I think it's $30 a month, but she found out where I went to school, my address, all my social media accounts, criminal history. The only thing it didn't include was like my social security number.
Are you serious?
I am serious. And at first, she told me this at the end of the date, and I was floored. I was like, "You did what?" But you know me. I'm not going to make a big deal about it because I got nothing to hide, right? So
I don't care. It's about the principle.
yeah, it's like she went inside. She violated me.
It's about the ethics part of it. Like, she's not giving you a job. She does not need to do a background search on you.
Yeah, but to her credit, she's had some legal issues with men in the past where they turned out to be, convicts. Yeah, whatever. But I recommend cyberstalk before the first date. Just get surface level information. I know some people like Emma that like it to be organic. You want to learn everything organically.
I don't want to be a sucker or a liar.
Yeah. How would you be a liar? Like, what do you mean?
Because if you stalk them and you find information and then they're telling you about it and you're just like, that's great information. Oh my gosh, me too. You're lying.
Yeah, you are lying.
Lie.
Okay.
It's okay. You guys don't have to agree with me. Yeah, we're split.
We're split on this one.
This is a big one. And this is something that like we all struggle with, and this is like why I hate Facebook sometimes. Because we all play the comparison game. And I'm sorry, like I meant social media in general.
Okay. Compare like past people that you've dated or compare friends, because there are many ways you can compare each other. So
yeah, I think for me, it's kind of like you get stuck in like, are you really that happy? Is that actually like your life? Or are you just like, or you're just doing this for social media, aren't you? But then it sort of like makes you feel like you have to be competitive about it too.
Oh, okay. So what your point is, let's say you have friends traveling the world every weekend, and you're like, oh, my life sucks because I'm not traveling every weekend.
Yeah, because this is like my first year. I haven't been to Europe.
Yeah. And I'm like, all these people who travel all the time, do they work?
Yes, I did.
Oh, but didn't you do like a month trip or something? Or was it like a school trip?
It was like a school trip.
Yeah.
I did a few.
But my thing is like these people that are whisking. I mean, I think I just need a better job. But
I know people who are professional travelers.
But how?
Like that's their job.
Oh, how do we get that job?
I don't know.
But they work, but then they travel professionally? Or you're just calling them professional travelers because they always travel?
No, like they're professional travelers. Like
I know some people that aren't, and they're still like going all over the world and having fun. But I think this also can make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of being grateful for what you have, you're comparing yourself to all your other friends, and
because you don't feel good enough.
Yeah, and I think gratitude. I'm reading this book called. I gotta look it up, but it's called How to Be More Happy.
Oh.
And one of those things is being grateful for what you have. It'll make you happier.
Right.
And then, yeah. So less stalking and more gratitude.
Mm-hmm. And the last one is don't overshare, which kind of ties in to the one we just talked about, right? Because like if you're the oversharer, like you're giving too much information, and like, what's the point? Why are you oversharing? That's my question.
How do you quantify that? That's my question to you. Like, when you say overshare, is it like one post a day? Is it, once a week?
I don't need to know every single time that you are at a gym class, or that you're at a gym, or that you are out with friends, or every single time you're out at a movie. Like, I don't need to know all that information.
Yeah, and this is also talking about dating.
Yeah, that too.
Oversharing like a new relationship, oversharing.
Like, woe is me, I'm single. Or look at how happy I am in my new relationship.
Mm-hmm. So when you put a picture, I think we've kind of like nailed this whole episode. But putting a picture of yourself and your new person, it's just not good, because you got to keep up appearances, right? And then the next week, your coworkers are like, "Oh, how's your man?" And then you guys broke up.
Yeah, and then it's like. Oh, yeah. Now you have to have that horrible conversation with that person. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
Oh, see? Like, just, like, you can pose. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it can be appropriate and tasteful.
It can. I think if the picture is nice, you don't have to post every day.
No.
I don't know if you guys have seen my Instagram, but it's for business, right? I post for business. It's never me. Well, it is with food actually sometimes. But I think I do overshare with food. Whenever I eat somewhere nice, I'm always, oh, look at me. I'm eating this great beef tartare at this sushi restaurant. But I digress. Don't post too much.
Yeah. Is that your takeaway? Don't post too much?
Oh, are we doing takeaways now?
Yeah.
Okay. Following will freak you out and will frustrate you. So don't follow. That's my takeaway. Don't follow because you stress out, you think too much, and it can put a strain on your relationship. When you see this person, you maybe it just comes out. Oh, I saw you Friday at this
blah,
pool.
Blah, blah,
yeah. And then it might turn into a tense conversation. The person could be like, well, why are you stalking me? Why are you doing this? I can live my life, and then it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. I think that special moments should be kept private. I think they're more meaningful that way. And I'm not saying like I won't celebrate certain things. Like I just had a birthday. I posted a few pictures. But I think the majority of me spending time with my friends was like meant in the moment. And I probably didn't post those pictures until like later.
Mindfulness, right, Emma?
Yeah. I want to enjoy the people in the moment.
Yeah.
I want to love on them. I want to be a good hostess.
You do a great job hosting.
Thank you. I love validating.
Yeah.
I love being validated.
Yes. Well, so we have a question though.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we have a follower that she asked us a question about some people are oversharing their dating experiences on social media versus others who choose to keep it private. So her question is, how soon should you follow each other on social media or may not follow each other? So answer, Emma.
Oh, I think
we've danced around it, but what do you think?
I think you don't do it on the first date. I kind of have a rule about that. Like I'm not going to do it maybe like the first
following.
I'm not going to be following them like maybe the first 2-3 weeks that I'm dating. Like maybe a month into it, if I know that it could possibly go somewhere, I can follow, but I'm not going to post pictures about this person until like 4 months into the relationship if I decide to do that.
Okay, so let's say we went on a first date and it was great. And then I'm calling you.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh. I can't with him, y'all. I guess I'll play along. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, thanks. What's up?
So we had a great time last night, huh?
Yeah, we did.
So I did too. I just want to know, I want to add you on Facebook and Instagram. Are you cool with that?
Honestly?
Yeah,
no.
honestly. No, why
I'm
not?
Not just yet. I kind of would like to date you a little bit longer.
Okay.
Before we get to that point, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one more date? Second date?
No, I was, thinking maybe let's see how the next few weeks go and then we can talk about it again if that's okay.
No, I want to follow you right now.
Oh, yeah, that's not really my thing. So, I will not be accepting if you find me.
Okay, so I guess I won't follow you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask why it's important for you to follow me on social media?
No, I just love social media and I like to post my life, all aspects of my life to all my friends. So that's why I use social media. Oh, I'm addicted, honestly.
Okay.
I think I need some help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stop following you and stalking you. Okay.
Too far, Zorric.
So let's have a date next week then, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, all right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, that is the worst conversation.
Oh. You threw me for a loop. I kind of got a little anxiety there. My heart went inside my chest, I think. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
So I think after a few weeks you can have that conversation. Maybe not ask, can I follow you? Maybe just ask when or how do you feel about social media, and then kind of feel it out. Just don't. So I know people that this has happened before. Don't blindside somebody. You know how you can put somebody in a relationship? Don't do that. Yeah. It's not good.
No, don't.
I've actually, one more comment.
Okay.
I've actually had, I was dating somebody for maybe like 3 weeks. And we were going out and, everything was pretty good. And then all of a sudden, did I tell you the story?
No.
And all of a sudden we were at the bar. I think we were like off McKinney Avenue. And we're meeting up her friends and her family. And so we went up there and we were waiting for them, and they finally showed up. And she said, "Hey, this is Zorric, my boyfriend." I'm like, what? And then I just kind of went with it, and then we had to talk after, and then we stopped dating. Mm-hmm. But that's my example of blindsiding. You don't want to blindside somebody. You want to talk to them before you make it public like that.
And I think that you can have the conversation with the person, be like, "Hey, you're probably going to be around. You're going to meet some of my friends and like family members. Like, do you have a preference how you want me to introduce you? Like, and have that conversation. Like, what do you call it? The Wawa conversation?
What are we anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or define the relationship. DTR. Okay. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today. We hope that you enjoy the show. If you have any questions, comments, or show topics you'd like for us to discuss, you can drop us a note at hello@datepodcast.com or on @datepodcast on Instagram and Twitter.